20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Dell, the motion man. Stroud begins with a pass. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to work the screen with Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First carry for Joe Mixon. Good blocking to the 15. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
I don't mind the play call, but it's really just the execution, Mike. It's got to be cleaner than that. They've got to give him some more space, some more opportunity, especially for a guy who's not used to really carrying the ball very often. So he's not going to have the same vision and the same cuts as the back. And so it's got to be better blocked and better executed. This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. That's right.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7, Cowboys 0. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good for a
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43.
Ready? Unlock line. Cap, go.
They'll stay on the ground. There he goes again. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out. Here we go.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. That's it. Hey, uno more. 11.
To throw is Stroud. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Why, Tony?
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Texans set to punt this one away. And that's going to bounce out of bounds, giving them a short field to work with here.
The Texans' 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Milton. On the move left. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Kevin Pirate. 19 left, 79 Brook, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing is Milton. And left side, it's caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 60 Maverick, 60 Mustang 19. Ready?
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
Okay,
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
70
second
Timberwolves,
and 3.
Cup 70.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Get it. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
On play action, here's Milton. To the end zone. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Oh, ready? 19, 18, let's hit. Robin.
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. Here's a 2nd and 12.
11. Here we go. Buggy. Hey, uno. Hey, south. Hey.
Stroud going to set up the throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
18, let's hit. Look the hot.
From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. He's got room past the 25. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play after being backed up. 39 yards. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
All right.
Dell, the motion man. On 2nd down throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Marvion Ubershow in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Now, Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
19 Texans. 11.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw it. He will have the conversion, and Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready? 60, Buffalo 18. Red.
Fake the give, and now it's Milton. Now a shot here, deep middle. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Second and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready? 79, 10, Buffalo 80. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
They'll go play action here with Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. On fourth down, here's Matt Ariza to punt, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Here comes Smith on the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, second down, they need 7. Schultz, the motion man. Throwing on second down. Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Get up. 70 Lions. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
On the play fake, it's Milton. He'll air it out down the middle. That's hard. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. A gain of 66 yards.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Blue trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
60 Bison.
No gain on the play. leads to second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. From a little closer, here's second and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
70 range.
They'll look to throw for it with Milton. In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Henry Truotuo. And the Texans are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Why Tony? All right. Look the high. 118.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
On 2nd down, Stroud. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
118. What's that?
Stroud to throw. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
11.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
19 Texans. All right. Hey, south.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know. There is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Take it in, back at his own 12. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
65 catch, 65. Ready.
They do try to run it up as they start on the ground. is going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Tag! Hawk step, 60 Maverick, 60, no!
The third quarter begins with a run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the ready. Cougar 19.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. That goes for 58.
Sixty Bison. Go.
A run on 1st and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
60, roll. Ready.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
70 Rangers, Dragon 60. 19 Lions. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Warriors, let's go now. 6, street.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Cup 19.
They'll go. Here's Milton. And this will pay off. It is caught. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Texans 21, Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
Oh, ready. At 18. What's that?
Throwing from the pistol. Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
19 seconds. At 18. 11. South.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Look to hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Big throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here's Stroud. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Yards to go.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's caught this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball Out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Broncos, 19 tight, 19 tight. Come on, set. Panthers, 19 live. Buffalo, 8, 65 catch, 60.
Play action. Now it's Milton. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
35-yard line.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors, 70, 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Throwing is Milton. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Cougar 19. 60 average, 60 Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
Here we go. Swap. Love a swap.
Mixon. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Oh, right.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
Really can't afford to go 3 and out here, Mike. I know you got the lead, but it's not insurmountable by any means, especially after they just scored their last time out. So they've got to dial up their best 3rd down protection, best 3rd down play, whatever it is, by any means necessary. They've got to keep this drive alive.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Trap 50. Trap 50. Hurt. Ready.
On play action, here's Milton. He'll let one go down the middle. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not? right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose.
Street. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing on second down is Milton. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And for all the interceptions that he's thrown this game, kind of wish he would have gotten the message sooner. If it's not there, just get rid of it. Sometimes the best play in football is don't try to force it.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
20. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Come on. 19
First
tight.
and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19 tight. 19. Trap 50. Trap 60. Let's go.
Milton going to look to throw it again. That one swung out. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
On the ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down.
Panther 11.
First and 10 at the 35.
To the air once more is Milton. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
7 Pirates. 19. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing again is Milton. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Texans 31, Cowboys 21.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A run here with Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Second and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Another swap.
Stroud quickly out to Collins. And they will finally run him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
It seems like the best offenses in the league all rely heavily on yards after the catch. And this is a great example of why, if you can deliver an accurate pass on the move with the speed and the elusiveness of some of these guys in the league, it is a handful in the open field for the defense to tackle.
118. What's up?
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And the defense strings him out. He'll fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11.
On the quick,
At the
right?
49-yard line.
118. What's up?
They'll go right back to Mixon. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On third down, here's a run by Mixon. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's 4th and long coming up.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
18, 5 in. Cut 19, cut 19.
They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
70 Rangers.
That's another Cowboys.
They'll go play action here with Milton. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Give him 27. And it's 1st and goal.
60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
5-yard line.
Let's go.
On the play fake, it's Milton. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here we go.
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 42 yards. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to erase the memories from